tricky step and obviously very well rehearsed. It's anybody's guess who's going to win this year's final of the Buckforth Chemical Works ballroom dancing competition. It's going to be close as we watch last year's runners-up, Mr. Ned Ryan of the packing department and his partner Miss Norma Bloggs of Conveyor Belt Control in this closely fought final. Norma is wearing an inverted tulip dress containing over 10 yards of yellow fibrilon, a new fibre made at Buckforth's. It's non-crushable, fireproof, and was made by her mother, herself a former champion. Now this is their own step they invented. It's the hesitation gap. Yes, well, bad luck about that trip. But let's see what the judges say. All the couples are neck and neck up to now. What suspense. Everyone's got 9s, which has been the best point so far, but will they get a 10? That trip was rather noticeable. Oh, 9s again! Well, there's still the freestyle quick step to clinch things.
2 left feet, that's what you've got.
Sure, we've still got the quick step.
So they leave the floor with 3 9s.
If you hadn't trod on me foot in the gallop, we'd have done it.
It was your foot, not mine.
Oh, deaf, that's what you are. You can't hear the beat.
So they make way for last year's champions. The one and only Mr. Peter Hampshire, Assistant Chief Accountant, and the lovely Irene Allbody, his personal secretary. And now the pulsating rhythm of the tango. Take it away, Peter and Irene. Certainly haven't seen that step before.
Oh, no. He's dead.
Hello and welcome to Whodunnit. Oh, and this is, I think you'll agree, a rather unnatural finale to Come Dancing. However, in the next 40 minutes, I want you to try and work out who murdered Peter Hampshire and why, apart from his dreadful dancing. Now, in the studio, we have a panel who will later cross-examine the suspects, and this week, they are a regular Whodunnit solver, and always welcome back, the glorious Anouska Hempel. And just to see if he can get it wrong at least once, we've asked back the old bloodhound himself, Patrick Mower. By the way, I'd like to thank Patrick very much indeed for stepping in at very short notice because Stratford Johns is unable to be with us due to illness. Thank you very much indeed, Patrick. Now, someone who always gets it right where he comes from because there aren't many suspects on a desert island, Roy Plumley. And this week, our TV Times competition winner from Scotland, although she lives in Surrey, Vi Irving. So now, back to the plot. Peter Hampshire of the Buckforth Chemical Works has been murdered while dancing, and presumably the shoe was poisoned. Now, don't forget that the guilty party is bound to lie. And unfortunately for him or her, one of the judges was Superintendent Withers, who is now talking to the manager, Mr. Bottomley.
What a thing to happen. A heart attack, and so young.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Bottomley. I recognize death by poison caused by this sharp pin in the toe cap.
Surely, Superintendent Withers, you're not suggesting...
Murder, Mr. Bottomley. Lucky I'm on the spot. The rest of my boys will be here soon, but in the meantime, I'd like to ask a few questions in here.
Oh, of course, of course. You don't think one of the other competitors...
Well, the deceased has won the title every year for the last 5 years. Keen rivalry amounting to obsession. Who knows if someone's not a bit round the twist? Oh, don't mention I found the pin.
Oh, of course not. Superintendent Withers would like to ask a few questions, so come in, please.
It's all awful. Terrible loss to all of us. Oh, what a shock.
Oh, my God, yes. A tragedy.
Oh, well, we all have to go. Poor Peter, he seems so fit. Heart attack, I suppose.
Murder.
Oh, no.
Murder? How?
Only 2 people know that. The murderer and myself. But I can tell you that Mr. Hampshire died of poison. No doubt from the factory where you all work, Buckforce.
Look, do you suspect one of my colleagues?
Who are you?
Jennings, sir. Factory security. And I think I can vouch for the integrity of all here. All well known to me, sir. Yeah, Mr. Hampshire, he was the assistant to Mr. Davis.
Mr. Davis there. Yes, I think I can remember who most of you are from the announcements. That's Mr. Davis's partner, Miss Tillotson, canteen manageress. Mr. Ned Ryan of the packing department. His partner, Miss Bloggs, conveyor belt supervisor. Oh, by the way, Miss Bloggs, do the belts convey deadly poison?
Oh, I don't look at the labels on the bottles. I just make sure they go in the boxes.
I see. Which then go to Mr. Ryan in the packing department.
That's it, sir.
So either of you could have access to any bottles of poison.
Yes. Yes, I could, sir.
You're asking for a thump on the nose, Boyle.
Look, I'm only doing my job, Ryan. We have to know everything in security, sir.
And in security, you have access to all departments.
Everywhere, sir, that's right.
Including laboratories where poison might be kept.
Well,
He's always sticking his nose into everything. And he can get his hands on anything he wants to.
She's just trying to blame him to cover up for herself.
And you are?
Mrs. Jennings, his wife.
And what has Miss Tillotson got to hide?
Well,
oh, you better tell him, love. I mean, it's bound to come out in the end. Anyway, I've forgiven you.
I can't. It's too awful.
Then I will. The deceased, Mr. Hampshire, had been having an affair right under my nose, behind my back, with my wife. This apparently upset Miss Tillotson, the canteen manageress, who, as everyone knows, had high hopes in his direction. Subsequently, my wife confessed to this momentary straying from the path.
It was only that once in the recreation room.
Yes. And I did as the good book said and forgave her. After, I might add, fetching her a good belt across the chops.
Just once in the recreation room.
Yes. And then we hardly did more than just hold hands.
Do you recognise this?
Oh, dear.
Yes. A letter from you in the dead man's pocket, asking for your other letters back. A letter in which you specifically asked the deceased to try and forget what happened under the social club pavilion. And also the incident behind the cycler shed.
What? You wait till I get you out.
Are you being blackmailed into continuing the affair?
If she was, I'd kill him.
Oh, I just wanted my letters back.
Mrs. Jennings, you're a secretary in a chemical laboratory. You could get your hands on all sorts of chemicals.
I just typed lists.
Look, leave her alone, will you? Can't you see she's upset?
Did you do it, Mrs. Jennings?
No, sir, I swear.
Well, she certainly seems to be the most likely suspect.
Apart from you, Mr. Davis.
Me? Why on earth should I wish to see my valued assistant dead?
As the late Mr. Hampshire's personal secretary in accounts, he naturally confided in me.
And?
Mr. Hampshire suspected that Mr. Davis had been, to put it politely, cooking the books.
What?
He only found out yesterday.
Did he have any proof?
Yes. Something he overheard when he picked up his phone and got a cross line to Mr. Davies's office.
Did he say what?
No. He was going to dictate a report, but he never had time, and now he's dead.
I cooked the books.
Ah, an admission. He'd done it to keep Hampshire quiet.
Will you allow me to finish my sentence? I cooked the books? What utter nonsense. In fact, the truth is, the late Mr. Hampshire told me only yesterday that he suspected his secretary, Miss Allbody, of embezzlement, using forged signatures on company checks.
Lies.
Oh,
Lies!
no,
He's trying to accuse me to hide the fact he's a murderer.
As you can see, Superintendent, it's all go here at Buckforth's.
Miss Florence, your tone is out of place. This is a murder inquiry. Remember, you as a conveyor belt supervisor have access to all the factory's products. And I understand you were keen to follow in your mother's footsteps as a world champion dancer. With the best couple out of the way, you stood a good chance of winning this year.
Well, with that Irish pudding, I didn't. But I will next year, with a new partner.
I don't know. The competition's been cancelled. Sure, no one's won or lost.
On the contrary, Mr. Hampshire's lost. Lost his life. But imagine, if I hadn't been a judge, he might have been thought to have had a heart attack. But I noticed him clutch his foot when he fell. So, I removed his shoes and extracted a pin, which I suspect poisoned him. Or the competition might have gone on. But who'd have won? At least you'd all have had a better chance. Yeah, had I not removed it, one of you might have got there first. But who? Who got into Mr. Hampshire's changing room and sabotaged his shoe? Yeah, by the way, where did he change?
In here, in this office.
Oh? Which might explain this other pair of dancing shoes. Size 9. Belonging, I presume, to the deceased.
Why, that's incredible.
What is?
Those shoes disappeared last week from the recreation room after practice.
Who was there?
We all were. But why would they be here? And who brought them?
The murderer? Who else?
Welcome back to Whodunnit, or in this case, Last Tango in Tooting. Now, it seems to be a question of who poisoned the shoe. And if you think it was done by a local shoe repairer, the answer is not a load of old cobblers. So, back to Buckforth for the last dance, and keep an eye on Superintendent Withers. I don't think much of his questions, but he does a superlative samba. Watch.
Now, why would someone steal, last week, a pair of the deceased's dancing shoes, bring them here today, and leave them under the desk in the room in which he changed? Now we have 2 pairs of shoes. The ones in which he died, and a spare pair. I suggest the spare pair were substituted, and the other pair removed to give the murderer time to fix the pin. So who came in here?
Well, I did, to ask him about my letters. It was about 10 minutes before the competition.
Mrs. Jennings, you look a real picture.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Bottomley.
Oh, lots of luck.
We'll do our best. Peter, I must talk to you. Peter! Peter, please!
What the hell are you doing here? Look, I told you to stay out of Hampshire's way. Now, if I catch you two canoodling,
I told you it was finished. Just came in to use the phone. Thought I'd give Mother a call.
Yeah, well, call her when it's over. Now, come on. Oh, his shoe. What do you mean you call her when it's over?
Lots of luck, both of you. Where's Mr. Hampshire?
He just went out that door.
Come on.
And then we went straight back to our dressing cubicle.
Why did you go to Mr. Hampshire's room?
I wanted to borrow Hampshire's shoe stretcher. I've got a new pair of shoes, you see, they're a bit tight.
I see. And Mr. Hampshire never turned round. He just ignored you and went out of that door over there.
Yes.
It's a little bit warm in here. Does anybody mind if I take my jacket off?
No, allow me.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Ryan,
Sir?
did you come into this office at all?
Oh, I don't know about that, sir. You see, I was upstairs in my changing room until the commencement.
Yeah, and your changing room is at the top of the staircase through the door by which Mr. Hampshire left to avoid Mrs. Jennings. Did you see him?
Oh, no, sir. But, now, wait a minute. Come to think of it, I did. I opened my dressing room door for a bit of fresh air, and he passed by.
You saw his face?
I wouldn't know about that, sir, but I saw his back with his number on it. Number 9.
I see. And did anyone else come in here?
Well, I did to discuss the programme, but he didn't feel like talking. He seemed on edge.
What time was that?
Oh, just after we arrived. I'm very worried about that new reverse spin we've been practising. Couldn't we go back to the old one?
No, you'll get points for that, you see.
But I do think
No,
the
you
old...
don't think. I do. Now let me get changed, will you?
Very well. But please don't have a drink.
If I want to go to the bar and have a drink, I will. In fact, as soon as I've changed, I'm going down there for a very large scotch and soda.
Oh, no.
You know damn well if you tell me not to do something, I'll do it.
Please yourself. So I left him and we didn't meet again till the dancing started.
Well, I don't know. He must have been on his way to the bar when I saw him.
That was the only time you were in here.
Yes.
And nobody else came in here.
Miss Tillotson and I were in here briefly. I came in to have a word with the deceased, but there was no one in here. Obviously on the drink again. Then Miss Tillotson came in.
Yes. It was about 10 minutes before the competition was due to start. I'd intended to tell him I was going to hand him my notice. I couldn't bear seeing him eating every day in the canteen, never taking his eyes off his toad in the hole. His favourite dish, refusing even to speak to me. And as Mr. Davies said, we met in here. Oh.
Hampshire? Oh.
Mr. Davies.
Looking for Hampshire. He's probably at the drink again. Let's hope he has one too many. We may stand a chance. I'll catch him later.
It was 10 minutes to 8. Well, I decided not to wait and upset him before the competition, so I left.
Well, it seems nearly everyone had an opportunity. All in and out of here while Mr. Hampshire was at the bar.
And he always changed into his competition shoes at the last minute.
I wonder what time he actually went down. Mr. Ryan, you saw him pass your door. Can you say what time it was?
Oh, well, I wouldn't know about that, so you see, I don't wear a watch. You know, they don't work on me for some reason.
I came in here to answer the phone, and I remembered. He wasn't in here at 7:46 p.m.
How come you're so exact about the time?
Well, when I got to the phone, it stopped ringing. So, having wound up the clock, I left.
Then whoever put the pin in this shoe could have had plenty of time to do it. Except Ryan, who didn't come in here at all. It could have been any one of us. In fact, several of us could have been involved.
On the contrary, it was only one person. And I have all the evidence I need. I'm afraid someone's dancing days are over.
Before you all check to see if there are any pins in your dancing shoes, panel, I shall now address you. As this is the last in the series, we're going to try something difficult and not allow you any replays at all.
What?
There. What? There's a challenge
But
for
that
you.
gives you time to think.
It'll give you plenty of... Well, yes, I know it does.
Poor
But
Vi.
well, Vi will be all right. You'll help her, won't you? I'll help. Good. All right, let's start off with some questions. Anouska, where you go? Question, please. You don't want to ask one. Patrick.
Well, yes, I'd like to ask a question very much on behalf of Stratford-Johns, actually, and myself. I'm playing a detective superintendent in a new series, but I'd like to have a go at the inspector.
Superintendent.
Superintendent, sorry. Did you notice what he did?
No.
He pulled the pin out of the shoe with his fingers, fingerprints. Why didn't you wait for forensic?
Said if you're playing a detective superintendent, it must be in Gulliver's Travels. If you can find a fingerprint on the head of a pin, I must say.
What about the fingerprints all over the shoes? Why were you so quick in deciding that it was poison? He could have been kicked by Miss Goodbody.
Hardly likely, sir. If a man clutches his foot and then dies, what conclusions would you draw from that?
I don't know, he'd been a very nasty pain in the shins or something.
Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, Anouska, yes, we've got a question now.
Yes, I want to know what Mr. Davies was doing underneath the desk. What were you when you got caught by Norma?
Yeah.
Yes? Yvonne, I'd call it.
Well, he was a bit of a drinker. And I knew he kept a bottle under there sometimes.
And you wanted a quick sip yourself, and that's why you were down there, because you knew that's where he kept it.
Well, I was doing my shoelace up as well, and I just thought I might combine the two things.
Thank you. Tie your shoelaces to the bottom. Good. Thank you very much.
He was seen quite clearly tying his shoelace.
Thank
yes.
you.
Yes, Vi, a question?
I'd like to speak to Mr. Bottomley. What were you doing at the pin board?
At the what?
The notice board you were...
Oh, just putting up the notices for the next dance on Saturday night.
I see. Thank you.
Yes, Roy.
Mrs. Jennings, you had assignations with the deceased under the social club pavilion and behind the cycle shed. The recreation room must have been heaven. Were those the only occasions, Mrs. Jennings?
Well, yes, you see, and there wasn't a great deal of choice. I mean, it was better than the canteen. That would have been a bit difficult.
I understand
But I think I don't want to answer any more of these questions on the grounds that my husband might give me another belt over the chops.
Actually, I must interject on that. Do you remember this lovely phrase beginning to that about Mrs. Patrick Campbell, I think it was, who said after, she said, "Oh, the glory of the double bed after the hurly-burly of the chaise longue." Yeah, that's nothing to do with it at all. Yes.
Mr. Jennings, you're a very jealous man. You realise that you must be a prime suspect here. I mean, you've chosen your 8 records for Devil's Island, have you? I mean...
I don't see why you suspect me, sir. I mean, have you ever been cuckolded, sir? I mean, it's a very hard thing for a man to bear. I think I was rather gentle under the circumstances.
But you gave way to your passions. You sloshed your wife.
Is there a mark upon it, sir?
I will examine more closely presently.
It's a very gentle slosh. Just a gentle slosh. Yes.
And I wanted to know how it's possible for her to have an affair right under your nose and behind your back. How did she kind of get that one? Something to do with your chaise longue, I suppose.
Yes, she had been a contortionist in a circus at some point.
Especially as you were the security man.
Yes, that's it, maybe.
But he's very versatile.
He is or you are?
My husband.
Oh, yes.
Can I ask Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Ryan,
Sir.
if I may, you were runner-up last year.
That's indeed true, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're Irish.
Well,
that
that's
right?
a very clever deduction, sure it is.
But I understood that this contest was leading up to the All British Championships or something, wasn't it?
That's in fact true, sir.
Well, how are you going to get in it?
If I'm Irish, you mean?
If you're Irish.
I changed my nationality or so. Well, my other half, sir, my partner, is being English, sir, or British.
Is it English Championships or British Championships, sir?
Well, it's the British Championship, sir.
British?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And being a dual passport holder, you know, dual
Yeah, that's
nationality.
quite in order. You come from Belfast, sir, don't you?
Oh, no, sir.
You don't?
No.
Oh. Why don't I keep quiet? All right, sorry. Anouska, you have a question?
Mr. Bottomley, I want to know, what did you hear when you picked up the phone?
Some very heavy breathing. And a couple of four-letter words.
Really? And was it a woman's voice or a man's voice?
No, it was a man's voice. I think he was disappointed it wasn't female on the other end.
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you.
Yes, I'm a bit confused because the girls all look so nice as to who was having an affair with whom.
Well, let's get it straightened up.
Yeah. Now, Tilly, were you having an affair with the deceased when he was alive?
Well, I had been, but it was all over because of Mrs. Jennings.
Ah, so you had been. Mrs. Jennings, we know, had been. How about Miss Goodbody?
No, I hadn't, and I'm very shocked to hear that about Miss Tillotson.
Ah, you're very shocked. And what about Norma?
Oh, no, not my type.
Not your type.
Miss Oldbody, were you in love with Mr. Hampshire?
Yes, I was. There, it's out.
Well, put it away immediately.
Well, I don't know about her. Maybe she's just forging those tears like she was
I thought her name
probably
was-
forging the checks.
You got her all body. I thought it was good body.
It's all body.
All body.
Miss
Quite a good
Allbody, you
body
were
from where I was
5 times champion with the deceased.
Yes, so
But
5 years running.
He's not very good. It struck me he didn't know his chasse from his tango. I mean, you must have led him through.
Oh, no, I'm sorry you didn't think he was very good. He's a very, very good dancer indeed. He might have had a little off night.
Was that step you were attempting just before the tragedy a double backlock twinkle?
I'm so glad I can still laugh. No, it was the reverse spin that I had been very worried about. I didn't want him to do it, and I was right.
Did your mother make your frock too?
Yes, my mother and me.
You didn't put any of those sequins on in the firm's time, I hope.
Oh, no, sir, of course not.
Did you realize you put that frock down on the shoes?
Yeah.
I didn't particularly realise, so no.
Did you notice that?
Yes, Patrick?
I'd like to ask one of the men. Which one shall I ask? Mr. Jennings. Doesn't he? He looks very guilty, doesn't he? Don't you think so? Mr. Jennings. How are the numbers attached to the backs of your jackets, sir?
Oh, well, there's, I believe there's 2 pins. I mean, I've got
pins?
eyes in the back of my head, but yes. 2
And
pins.
there they are, Patrick. They're the 2 safety pins.
Oh, they're safety pins. They're not ordinary pins.
No, safety
but,
pins,
I mean,
That's right.
you usually attach them yourselves, or do you ask your partners to do it for you when you've got the jacket on?
Well, it's usually attached by the partner when the jacket's on, yes.
Yeah, and
Yes, Anouska.
Yep, I'd like to ask Mr. Jennings what size shoe he takes.
I take a size 8.5.
Could you fit into a 9?
Well, of course I could fit
Yeah,
into a 9,
yeah.
couldn't I? I mean, it's a
Superintendent Withers. Now, are you sure it was the pin that did it? Have you never considered Miss Tillington's might have fixed the toad in the hole?
Well, madam, if anybody clutches their foot and perishes and is suffering from toad-in-the-hole poisoning,
It may have been ptomaine poisoning. Yes.
Can
yes,
I ask,
Roy? Sorry,
Mr.
Roy.
Ryan, your number was...
Indeed, sir.
Your number on your back was number 6, was it not?
That's correct, sir, yes.
Now, you saw Hampshire, Peter Hampshire, go past your changing room. He was wearing number 9. Is it not very possible to
was
put
working on
a
his hand.
9 upside down and make it 6? Could there not have been a change of identity for some reason between you two?
Between myself and Mr. Hampshire, sir?
Yes.
It's possible, sir, but I mean,
That Mr. Hampshire could have been pretending to be you. Can you think of any reason why he should want to do that?
No, sir.
You can't. There you are. There's the 6. 9, 9, 6. Yes, I see what you mean, Roy. It's possible. Yes, Pat.
I'd like to ask Mr. Davis, always remembering that people can lie if they're villains or the naughty person. Who were you actually having an affair with?
No, I wasn't. Everybody else was.
Does that mean you're
Hard to.
otherwise engaged, or
It means I'm just otherwise.
And were you particularly friendly with the Mr. Hampshire?
Not really, no. He drank too much, really.
What, can I just ask you very quickly, about this cooking the books business?
Yes.
Did you take that seriously?
Oh, yes. What?
The fact that you were... the fact that you were accused of cooking the books?
Oh, yes, yes. Because, as I say, she was being accused of embezzlement, and I just thought she was trying to get it running on me first.
Yes, this is
Thank you very
Norma.
much. I must go to you, Anouska. We haven't got very much time left.
Yes, Mrs. Jennings, when you were having your affair with Mr. Hampshire in the recreation room, did you actually get his shoes off?
No, I wasn't really interested in his shoes.
No, but did he take them off to make it a bit more comfy?
No, we didn't have time.
Yes. Vi.
Mrs. Jennings, I'd like to know, how did you know that the deceased always put his shoes on at the last minute?
Oh, it was common knowledge, dear.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we all knew, you see, because we'd known each other for a long time. Know our little habits.
Yes, Roy.
This was something that was bandied about in the canteen, was it?
Oh, everywhere, yeah. I mean, we all had dressing cubicles in the same sort of place, you know, whenever we went to dance anywhere. And you get to know people's little habits and little foibles and things.
Where did you all change? Why was Mr. Hampshire changing in an office? Did you change in an office?
We had to sort of take our chances where we could. No, we were in a cubicle and it was very small. Me and him and this frock, very small, this cubicle.
Having to
No,
take
he was lucky
chances-
he had the office.
Yes. Having to take chances where you could is rather your life, isn't it, Mrs. Jennings?
Yes.
Yes, Patrick.
Is a bit.
I'd like to ask, I know it's impossible for you all to show me, the gentleman, but could you tell me very quickly whether your shoelaces are crossed like that or laced horizontally?
I don't wear laces.
No laces?
No.
Mr. Ryan?
One of each, sir.
One of each.
One of each.
Thank you very much indeed. Very good answer to go out with. Thank you. Time's up, I'm afraid. No more time for any questions. So, panel, I would now like you to write down who done it and why. In the meantime, here is the one last glimpse of a clue for you at home, which isn't shown here in the studio. Maybe it'll help you to make up your mind.
But who? Who got into Mr. Hampshire's changing room and sabotaged his shoe? Yeah, by the way, where did he change?
On the other hand, never believe in the obvious. Right, panel, can I have your card, please? Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Bye. Patrick?
I'm afraid I've signed it the wrong way around. I've never done
You
this
just
game
put
before.
Patrick, doesn't mean a thing. Ah, that's better. Anouska. Thank you. Cards now in my possession. Nobody can get at them. Here we go. Anouska, are you informed tonight?
Yes,
Have you
sorry.
got it right? Who did it and why?
Well, I've decided to go for the obvious for the first time, I think, since I've ever done this panel game, because I always think that the person who's obvious never ever gets to do it in these things, because he's supposed to be sort of so subterfuge, etc., etc. So I've gone for dear Mr. Jennings, because I think that he changed the shoe over when he went into the room, and I think that he was probably wearing that number back at the front when Mrs. Jennings saw the person disappear out the back and come around the other side again. And I think the shoe in his hand was a size 9, and he probably went out and bought the shoe specially and just changed it over.
Thank you. Very perspicacious of you. Patrick.
I know I'm always wrong.
All right.
I'm always
What
wrong.
do you say, Patrick?
Well, I think the numbers were a red herring. I think that Iris Goodbody, Iris Irene, I think she probably did swap the shoe over when she came and put her tulle down on the thing and took the shoe away. But I think she was conspiring with Mr. Davis, I believe, who, when he was discovered in the room, was bending down and swapping over the shoe. And I was too busy watching all the pretty girls to notice that I should have been looking at those crosses and those horizontal
Laces. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, Vi.
Well, I think it was Mr. Bottomley, because I don't believe him about the notice board. I think the notice was already up there, and he was outside one door and he came in another door, and I think he could have easily got a hold of the Irishman's jacket and put it on because to get you know.
Any reason why you think he did it?
I don't know. It just seems very smooth and you know. just don't like
nasty, suspicious. Oh, Bottomley, you nasty, suspicious man. Right. All right, Roy, who done it?
I will freely confess I was confused about all those shoes. That office was like a shoe shop. There was Hampshire's pair, and then there was the missing pair left over from last week. And, then Jennings walked in with an odd one.
You're keeping us all in suspense. Who done it?
Yes, and then Ryan had got odd ones on his feet. I think I'm going to do this entirely by intuition. And I think it was Mr. Hampshire who had put the pin in for Mr. Jennings, but inadvertently picked up the wrong one and did damage to himself.
Thank you very much indeed, Roy. Good. Well, there we have it. Now let's find out who's right. Will the real whodunit or dunnits stand up, please? Aha! Well, there we go. Well, God damn, he's done it again. We get him up at 2 o'clock. Out of a bed, he didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock in the morning. He's got it right. Well done, Patrick. You didn't get your clues quite right, but you certainly got it right.
No,
congratulations.
I thought she kicked him on the floor, you see, kicked the pin in.
Well, she probably did.
You see? Yeah.
But anyway, that wasn't the reason. If anybody is left in doubt, I shall now explain the intricate details so that you can check it if you've got all the clues. Now, the motive, of course, was that Hampshire had found out that Davis was cooking the books, and when Hampshire died, he clutched his right foot, thus showing which shoe had the pin in. Now, in order to trap the murderer, Superintendent Withers deliberately picked up the left shoe when talking about it to the others. And sure enough, Davis gave himself away at the end of the story by picking up the right shoe. Also, the straight-laced shoes seen by the manager just before Davis entered became crossed ones when Davis left. Now, how he did it was by coming into the office when nobody was there to substitute the shoes with the other ones that he had doctored. Unfortunately for him, Miss Tillotson walked in so that he had to leave the other pair under the desk.
Mr. Davis.
Oh, looking for Hampshire. He's probably on the bottle again.
Simple, really, wasn't it? And that, I'm afraid, is the end of the current series. We look forward to seeing you again soon. But in the meantime, it's good night from our panel.
Good night.
And our cast. And I'll leave you with a riddle, so listen carefully. A man drives off to work in the morning. A few miles down the road, he switches the radio on, and then suddenly he turns and drives home and shoots his wife's lover. Now, how did he know that the lover was there? Good night. The answer is that he was listening to the radio phone-in program, and when the DJ happened to dial his home number, a man answered the phone.